that prayer is the expression of a relationship with God, that prayer is communication with God, and communication with God involves that relationship with God and involves listening to God. And so often the challenge for many of us right now is that you have chosen to compare your spiritual life to someone else. And in comparison, you've just allowed the enemy and your own flesh, and by flesh, Christians mean that part of us that chooses to be in rebellion against God, to discourage us and to discourage you and to keep you from progressing in the life of prayer. Maybe you just got frustrated because you just felt like you weren't doing it right because your expectations were not rooted in what God Himself has explained to us about prayer. Maybe it's because you've gotten some weird or some strange teaching. Prayer is never spectacular, spooky, or sensational. There might be, or there is indeed deep mystery. There is something some would call mystical. But spectacular? Spooky? Sensational? No. You've been sold a bill of goods, and that's not the purpose of prayer. Prayer is, again, relationship, and in that relationship with God, like all relationships, it's about oneness. It's about unity. I know I'm already sharing with you some truths, and I just wanted to start off this way because I know we can be easily discouraged, especially if you have the mindset of trying to get the right formula to, and to get the formula that'll make you feel more confident that you have God's ear, when really prayer is about making sure that God has your ear. Again, it's not about spectacular, not about being spooky, not about being sensational. But prayer is always purposeful, personal, and there is power. Prayer is always purposeful, personal, and there is power in prayer. And so I just want to just share these 4 truths with you. I want to encourage you. I want to bless you. I want to also just share this truth about prayer, these truths about prayers with you, again, because perhaps it's time for you to also start praying again, because you allowed yourself to be discouraged. And what happens is that when you miss a spiritual discipline once, twice, and after a while you just develop a pattern of life where you're comfortable, you can actually be comfortable living with guilt and shame. And that guilt and that shame keep you from engaging again. And you are robbing yourself of the life, light, and love that is offered to you in deep, abiding, and consistently growing intimacy, moving from strength to strength, that is offered to you in the spiritual disciplines, those habits that lift the soul, like prayer.